Well, I had some downtime. I had to print some truck parts, and I thought I would. I worked on these six-wheel trucks. I'm printing the parts to finish this up. It's coming along really nice. I think they're going to be just fine. I'm using red because I have it, and no one likes them. And I'm using a sintered metal. I have to drill out for the axles, but I've figured out what to do with help from Train Tender, and I've got these going. This is a chassis, as a prototype chassis I had built for Leon's engine, but it came out pretty nice, and I had it left, and I thought, what the heck? I'm just gonna grab it and put some stuff on it, so you can see it has some holes in it. It has the locations for the trucks, and it was intended to be six-wheel, and then I learned Leon really wanted four, so I had to move those pivot points in, so I can't use it. So okay, fine. I think we're going to do this. I think I'm going to mount a motor controller and a power distribution and probably two pardon me, two buck boost boards, and then I'm going to try to get a chuff board and speaker up in the front. I did some rough sizing using my nice ruler here. It's a flexible ruler, but it also has millimeters, well, centimeters and inches, which is pretty handy. And I find that this baby is about 180 millimeters. This one is just about 180. So this one was coming in about 170, 75. So I just stuck with it. And I had this concept where I put together the posts. I take the base and I just stick posts on it, four corners like a bed, and then I just define a surface that's a side, and I pulled it out about 3 millimeters, so it's now has a side. I put another side over here. I put down a top where the coal would be, and I put down a top where the water would be, and inside that, I can rotate this, you can see inside there's all the bracketry that would hold everything together, like I have down here in this model. And then I was just getting ready to do the end plates and see how that turns out, and the day's over. So there. But I'm building this out of it's not to be it'll be a functional tender, but it's to show folks how to build a tender from a ready to run chassis. That's my objective. So if I take out the construction lines and go up here and I take out the sketch lines, a lot of sketches. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes in this particular piece. There you go. Now you can see these are the posts, and they're not a part of this. They are sitting on it. They are part of the body, and the body would screw in from the bottom into the holes that are in the post. So these posts then become the mounting surface to the chassis. Now the lid. And these are not going to be, I didn't mean to glue this together. I'm going to have to unglue them so they're separate. But I intend to print this in 6 surfaces, right? A right, left, front, back, and top. Oh, wait, that's 5. Sorry. Okay, fine. 5 surfaces, and then assemble it, and then it's done. Now, and I just did it in the most simplest thing. Coal was higher, so that's higher, and okay, fine. But you can add, as you get into this, you can sink this down, you can mount it, you can put texture on it, you can round these edges here, you can round them. I can round this right here. I can make it, if I didn't mess up, yeah, I can make it a fillet. So I can say, oh, let's make it look like that, and boom, it's done. Okay, so you can do that, and then if you want a hole or a railing or anything else that goes on here, like you see on this one, he's got railings and handholds and piping and all this stuff. Okay, we can do that after the part is printed. You can detail the part. You're gonna get all of these. I'm thinking what I should do is produce all of this as a file, what's called a stereolithographic, don't ask me how to say it better. It's an STL file. I know that part. And with it, you can take it to your CAD editor and change it, do what you want. You can add this radius, you can add the little holes for brass parts you want to glue on it or whatever. You can change the shape, you can make it more rounded, less rounded. So this could be any kind of a tender you need. Right now it's a Pacific extended range concept, prototype, one-off, no name, no decals, you know what I'm saying? But you have all-wheel pickup, you've got the motor, the power distribution, all the power requirements you need, and then the engine will be assembled in the same fashion, and it will have mounting components, and it will have a very simple shell of an engine. It won't look like an engine, it'll just look like a cover. And from that cover, you get that STL, then you would be able to design and turn that into the shape that you want. So here I took these radius angles here, and then on what the Stingray, which Leon built, you can see how he's put a little trap door there and another trap door and some grid so you can walk on it and all kinds of stuff. So that, my idea is, I'm going to build this chassis. I'm going to build it. It's going to run. You can put it on the track and it'll go around and it will look like nothing, but you will have this file, and with Tinkercad or most of any of the CAD systems, you can open it up and you can detail it and customize it and turn it into your engine. Or you could decorate it, you could glue stuff on it, you could make it crazy, you could do, I think, steampunk kind of things. That'd be kind of fun to do. Or if you had a model, I have train calendars, I save them, and I have a model of a calendar or photo that I like, I would try to mimic that and make that like, the Southern Georgia run or whatever. Okay, well, this is a bit of what I was able to do today, and this was probably a little more on the creative side than just building the engines, but it certainly gets going. I think it's going to be pretty neat. Another thing you notice is with the Northern, the chassis comes down. It's very narrow. They rolled it down to the bottom. I'm not able to do that. If I do, I'm going to have to roll it down either below the line or make it just a shadowy looking thing. I don't know. Some things you can't do, some things you can. We'll just do what we can. I can make this shorter, I can make it fatter, I can make it longer. Tweaks to this are no problem, but I think it's the example of what I want to show you guys. Okay, she's after me, I gotta go. All right, take care.